Well, it has finished here in Inchicore, 2-1 to Shelbourne, and the Shelbourne fans continue to celebrate that injury time winner in the goal away to our right here. What a thrilling Dublin derby in our live game on Virgin Media 2. Shelbourne scoring in the 96th minute to win it. Joined by my co-commentator tonight, Vinny Perth. Vinny, how do you sum that one up?
Oh, it was brilliant for Shelbourne. I didn't see it coming at the end. I thought St. Pat's had seized control of the game. That sort of last quarter of the game, I thought they were very, very good. The changes made a big difference. But you have to say, if you're going to win titles, you've got to do sometimes the ugly stuff and go and get a result deep in injury time. And what a big moment came from Wilson driving in from that wing-back position, and Caffrey with a brilliant finish, it must be said. There was a lot of confusion, lots of bodies, smoke going everywhere, really difficult to see, but in the end it was a brilliant finish by Caffrey, and a huge moment. And titles are often decided, people look back at big moments that happened a couple of months back, and maybe this could be one of them moments for Shelbourne, because they needed a win. They haven't won lots of matches over the last 10-11 games, but brilliant moment for them, and they, as you said, the fans celebrated in style, and it was a great occasion in the end.
It was going to be 2 wins in 11 for Shells if they dropped points here until they scored that winner. What does that win mean to Shells? Are we saying they're I know the top of the table, of course they're title contenders. Are they genuine title contenders now?
I think I have concerns around the strength and depth of the squad, and we've probably seen that at times tonight in terms of going Friday to Monday. But it gives them huge belief. You hear this noise there, and that's belief. That goes all the way through the whole club. Their fans, their players will have real belief and think they belong there, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter whether someone like me thinks they don't have the strength and depth. Once they think they can win the league title, they have a real chance of doing that. So yeah, they get huge confidence out of that. It'll give them energy for Friday night, because it is Friday, Monday, Friday for the top teams and the European tips. But brilliant night for them. I think, look, Damien Duff has done an exceptional job, everyone knows that, but the players have played their part in it and they've driven themselves forward. So look,
now if Damien Duff and Shelbourne are very happy this evening, how's Stephen Kenny feeling? His side are 1-0 down, they get back in it with an absolutely superb free kick of the goal just behind us here to Jake Mulroney, but it slips away, and it's now 2 defeats in a row for Stephen very early on in his St. Pat's tenure.
Yeah, I think he would have learned certain things from tonight. I thought Melia and Nolan in particular came on and gave them huge energy, and so they played in their natural positions as well, and you got people closer to Rory Keaton, the big signing this year. Rory Keaton was for Pats, and he sort of hasn't really hit the heights yet, only has 3-4 goals maybe, and that's not been enough for someone who we expected more of. Problem for them is they're missing a lot of fullbacks, missing a lot of people playing in their natural position. I think Stephen will want to play a 4-3-3 at Pats, and he probably doesn't have particularly the right winger to do that. So we need Mulroney to, and he loves his wingers, he needs Mulroney to hit the heights. I probably think that these sides are very evenly matched on paper. Difference is, one is superbly coached. It's now Stephen's job to superbly coach St. Pat's and get them to the levels of Shelbourne, because there's not that much difference on the two squads on paper. It's just whatever's happening Shelbourne, the momentum they're riding at the moment has taken them to the top of the table. 4 points clear. What a huge statement that is for them tonight. And look, Stephen has a lot of hard work. He's had a gigantic contract, a gigantic amount of time to get it right, and but at the same time, Drogheda are only a couple of points behind with 2 games in hand in second last, so it's not all plain sailing for him. There will be a lot of difficult moments coming.
Does he take heart from the young players that he brought on? Like, you know, you're impressed by Alex Nolan here on this right side as a winger laid on. Does he take heart from that and I suppose the character Pat showed to get themselves back in the game?
Well, it's one of the reasons Woody came to the club. He would have came to the club. He knows that these players like Nolan, whether it's Melia, people like Gerard O'Brien and so many others have done a huge job here in developing young players, and Stephen will see that. There's definitely a talent, because there's a talent drain in the league. So many players are spread around the league. They can't just go and spend loads of money, because a lot of other teams have a lot of money to spend as well. So when the transfer window opens, he mightn't get as many players in as people expect. He will have to work from what's in the club, but there is young talented players coming through. As you said, Nolan was really good tonight. Keane Levy had a bit of a difficult time, but he's a smashing young player. He'll come, he'll thrive under Stephen, I feel. And Mason Amelia won the free kick, was very, very clever in his movement, so they have no choice but to rely on them players. But you do feel that some of the more senior players need to step up and Stephen will put them under a little bit of pressure. People like Chris Forrest or Jamie Lennon in midfield have to do a little bit more for this team and drive them on. You could see the way Mark Coyle drove that Shelbourne team on from midfield. So they're all the areas he'll know himself. He's not even in the job a week, so it's very early into, as we said, a 5.5-year deal.
This, of course, was the box office game this evening. Of course, it was Damien Duff against Stephen Kenny. Big game, not too far from here at Tallaght Stadium, and it's finished in a victory for Shamrock Rovers against Derry City. What does that say for Shamrock Rovers this evening?
It just shows you the madness of the league. I mean, what an awful result he had on Friday against Dundalk for someone trying to win the league. They haven't won enough games. They haven't scored enough goals, you would feel, albeit they're probably the top scorers in the league, but just haven't been clinical enough. Rovers, we all feel, will click and eventually they'll come good, but if Shelbourne keep doing what they're doing and Derry keep doing what they're doing, albeit they've lost tonight, they're going to put them under pressure. And what that does is, 0-0 after 60 minutes. They haven't had to take chances over the last 3 or 4 years. Now they're going to have to maybe send someone forward because they've got to get wins. Draws aren't good enough anymore. And a bit like what happened up in Dundalk on Friday night, you take a couple of chances. Jack Byrne takes a chance and Dundalk punished them, and that is going to be the challenge for Rovers. They don't have any comfort blanket now. They've got to go and win games, so it's a huge night for them. They will see it that way. They will probably, I've been that soldier. When you see the result, that late goal for Shelbourne, that will hurt you as a player from Shamrock Rovers' point of view. But look, all they can do is look after themselves, keep winning games of football. They've got the best squad in the country. It's whether they can produce that on the pitch.
Final word on Shelbourne. They're at the midway point in their season tonight and 4 points clear at the top of the table.
Absolutely. As I said, doesn't matter whether someone like me thinks their squad is probably a little bit short to win a league. There's a window about to come. They've European football, lots of challenges. But if the club back Damien Duff and allow him bring in 1 or 2 players and 1 or 2 players of the next level, and the players continue to step up, who knows, they can go and win this title. They're definitely in the title race. They will be there till the death, because you see tonight that tenacity they have around midfield. They've people like John Sullivan playing for them there tonight. Wasn't good enough at balls, and he's all over the pitch making good decisions, making good tackles. And then, as I said, that triangle of Coyle, Paddy Barrett and Malloy gives them a real platform to go and play. So look, they're in the title race, deservedly so, and it's box office having Duffer there, and it's great to see.
What a night to be a Shelbourne fan. They have beaten St. Pat's here at the death by 2-1. Don't forget, we're back on Thursday with live action from the RSC as Waterford take on Drogheda. But tonight, very much here in Inchicore, belongs to Shelbourne.